If you are retired or you are staring down the barrel of retirement, I need you to listen to me right now because we have got to talk about your money, and we have got to talk about it with absolute truth. Every single day, I hear from people just like you who are terrified. You are terrified of running out of money, you are terrified of inflation, and you are terrified of an unexpected emergency hitting your bank account when you are living on a fixed income. And because of that fear, you start looking for a lifeline. You see an app like Klover pop up on your smartphone, promising you quick cash, zero interest, and no credit checks. It sounds like a dream come true, doesn't it? It sounds like exactly what you need to bridge the gap when a sudden expense pops up. But you have got to ask yourself the hard questions before you let an app anywhere near your hard-earned money. Let's stand in the truth of what Klover actually is. It is a cash advance app that allows people to get small amounts of money, usually anywhere from $25 up to a few $100s, before their next income check arrives. The company shouts from the rooftops that there is no interest, no credit check, and no hidden fees. And technically, that is true on the surface. But if you think a financial institution is just giving away money out of the goodness of their hearts, you are kidding yourself. You are making a massive mistake. Here is the problem, and this is what breaks my heart. These apps are designed to target people who are vulnerable, people who are caught in a cash crunch. When you are retired, your cash flow changes. You are no longer getting a regular weekly paycheck from an employer. You might be relying on Social Security, a pension, or fixed distributions from your 401k or IRA. If an emergency happens, say, the refrigerator stops working, or you have a medical copay you didn't expect, you panic. That fear takes over. And when fear takes over, you make desperate financial decisions. You download an app like Klover because you think, hey, it's just $100 to get me through the week. What could go wrong? Let me tell you exactly what goes wrong. First of all, to even qualify for an advance, Klover requires you to link your checking account and grant them access to your transaction history. They want to see consistent, regular direct deposits. If your retirement income doesn't look like a standard corporate paycheck, you might not even qualify for the amount you need. But let's say you do qualify. The app says the advance is free. Yes, it is free if you are willing to wait 3 business days to get the money. But if you are in an emergency, you don't have 3 days. You need that money right now. So what happens? Klover charges you an express fee to get your cash instantly. These fees can range anywhere from $2 up to nearly $20, depending on how much money you are advancing. Now, I want you to do the math with me. If you take out a $50 advance and you pay a $5 express fee to get it instantly, that doesn't sound like much, right? It's just $5. But mathematically, because you have to pay that money back in just a couple of weeks when your next check hits, that minor fee translates into an annual percentage rate, an APR of hundreds of %. It is an incredibly expensive way to borrow money. It is a wolf in sheep's clothing. And it gets worse. Klover has a subscription service called Klover that costs $3.99 a month. They offer a points system where they tell you that you can unlock higher advance limits or avoid fees by doing tasks inside the app. They are turning your financial survival into a game. They are gamifying debt, and I absolutely hate it. You are retired. You have worked your entire life to earn your freedom. You should not be sitting on your couch watching 90-second ads just to earn the right to access a few extra dollars of your own money. Then we have to talk about the biggest cost of all, and this is the one that nobody reads in the fine print. How does Klover make its money if they aren't charging traditional bank interest? They sell your data. When you sign their agreements, you are giving them permission to look at where you shop, what you buy, how much you spend, and who you pay. They anonymize it, yes, but they package your consumer behavior and sell it to advertisers and data brokers. Your privacy is your asset. In retirement, your financial security depends on protecting your information, not selling it off piece by piece just to get a quick cash advance. The real danger here is the cycle of dependency. What happens when Klover automatically deducts that $100 from your next Social Security check? Now, your next check is short by $100, plus the fees you paid. So what do? The next month, you are short again, and you have to go back to the app to take out another advance. You become trapped in a continuous loop of borrowing from your future self just to survive today. You are robbing your future to pay for your present, and that is a road that leads straight to financial ruin. So, what is the actionable takeaway here? What do you need to do right now to protect yourself? First, you must build an emergency fund, even if it is small. I don't care if you can only save $10 a week. Put it into a separate, high-yield savings account that is entirely disconnected from your regular spending account. That is your buffer. That is your shield against the unexpected. If a bill comes up, you pull from your own savings, not from an app that wants to track your data. Second, if you are already using apps like Klover, you need to break the cycle immediately. Budget down to the penny this month. Cut out every single non-essential expense, cancel the streaming services you don't watch, stop eating out, do whatever it takes to absorb that shortfall so you can repay the advance and delete the app for good. Third, look into safer, local alternatives. If you belong to a credit union, many of them offer what are called payday alternative loans or PALs. These are heavily regulated, have capped interest rates, do not harvest your private data, and give you months to pay the money back rather than demanding it all out of your very next check. You have the power to control your financial destiny. Do not let fear drive you into the arms of high-fee technology shortcuts. Protect your cash, protect your privacy, and stand strong in your financial truth. You can do this.